Hello, folks. This is Steve A, and this is A Voice in the Desert. And I'm broadcasting from suburban Chicago, as you can see with the background around me. There's a lot of things I wanted to talk to you guys about today, but I'm going to start us off with a verse out of Psalm 9, and it's Psalm 9, 1 through 20. And it says, I will give thanks to you, Lord, with all my heart. I will tell all of your wonderful deeds. I will be glad and rejoice in you. I will sing the praises of your name, O Most High. My enemies turn back, they stumble and perish before you. For you and upheld my right and my cause, sitting enthroned as the righteous judge. You have rebuked the nations and destroyed the wicked. You have blotted out their name forever and ever. Endless ruin has overtaken my enemies. You have uprooted their cities. Even the memory of them has perished. The Lord reigns forever. He has established his throne for judgment. He rules the world in righteousness and judges the peoples with equity. The Lord is a refuge for the oppressed, a stronghold in times of trouble. Those who know your name trust in you, for you, Lord, have never forsaken those who seek you. Sing the praises of the Lord, enthroned in Zion. Proclaim among the nations what he has done. For he who has avenged his blood remembers. He does not ignore the cries of the afflicted. Lord, see how my enemies persecute me. Have mercy and lift me up from the gates of death, that I may declare your praises in the gates of daughter Zion, and then rejoice in your salvation. The nations have fallen into the pit they have dug. Their feet are caught in the net that have hidden. The Lord is known by his acts, and wicked are ensnared by the work of their hands. The wicked go down to the realm of the dead. All the nations that forget God, but God will never forget the needy. The hope of the afflicted will never perish. Arise, Lord, do not let mortals triumph. Let the nations be judged in your presence. Strike them with terror, Lord. Let the nations know they are mortal. Well, that's Psalm 9, 1 through 20. So the topic is today is what are you doing out there in your community to help others in need? There's a lot of people out there that are homeless right now. There's a lot of people out there that are in need. There's a lot of people that are homeless right now. As you know, as I hope everybody had a place to go, had a place to go or meet with friends or families this Easter, just as I have. But there are others out there that don't have people and they don't have friends and they are feeling lonely and they are on the mist of suicide because of addiction and drugs. And I want to know what you people out there are doing to help those people in need. And I mean, and we need to be doing a lot more than what we've been doing. Instead of being out there and protesting or worry about what's going on in the government or waiting for some government or some politician or government leader to solve our problems. Because as you can see, it doesn't matter who's in power, it doesn't matter what political party is in there. There's nobody out there that's gonna fix your life and is gonna fix your house. There's only one person out there that's gonna fix our problems, whether it be things that are going in our culture, whether it be LGBTQ issues or things like that, or the family. That's gonna be you and me. We have to do it. We have to solve it together, and we can't wait for some politician that's going to go out there that pass a law to legislate some type of rule that it's all going to go away. And regardless of what you're feeling on the issues, on any of these issues, whether you be on the left or whether you be on the right, and I have very many different views of myself, but regardless of what I say, there's no law out there that is going to change the culture. There's no law that you can pass that's going to stop LGBTQ people from going to the bathroom. There's no law that you're going to pass out there that's going to stop people from being gay. And there's just no laws that you can pass out there. The only thing you can do is by showing people who Christ is. And Lord knows we need a lot of people out there that need to know the love of Christ. You know, my friend James Carter out there in Indiana, he's got this channel called A Voice Crying in the Desert, and he has an outreach. I think he has over 151 subscribers. So I would suggest to go to his YouTube channel, find out what he's doing, and get involved in his outreach. I wish I could do more, but I do what I can. But for those who can and would like to help, I would suggest you go over there, go to his website, look at his channel, find out what he's doing. And if you really have the heart out there, if you really have the heart to want to help people, you want to reach people for Christ, there you have a great opportunity to do that. And as you know, we live in very uncertain times, and we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know whether we're going to have a job. We don't know if we're going to have if we're going to have money for retirement. I mean, I have money in my retirement, but I just really don't know whether the money is going to be there. Well, none of us know what's going to happen. We do, I mean, I go to a church, almost a church for 15 years, and there's somebody in there that just lost their baby, lost their newborn baby, and is in the ER. So these are really unexpected things that are happening in our society, and we need to be focusing on other people. We need to be calling people. We need to be texting people. If you can't call them, send them a text. Find out if they're doing. If you haven't seen, I mean, I haven't been in my church for, what is it, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and would you believe it? Only about maybe two people out of that whole church texted me or reached out to me wanting to know where I was. And it's just amazing that we seem to be so lost in ourselves and all focusing on other people, but we're not focusing on people that might be in need or might have things going on. So if you don't, if there's somebody out there that you haven't seen, or somebody out there that you're concerned about, reach out to them. Call them, text them, find out what's going on. If there's somebody in the hospital, or if there's somebody that's in need, pray for them, go visit them, help them out. Just remember, it's not all about you. It's about what you can do for Christ. Now, in a few weeks, I'm going to be working on a little program. It's called how to share your faith. I think sharing your faith is very important with people. That there's so many people out there that don't know Jesus, and they don't have a relationship with Jesus, and they're looking for something out there. It's just the same as they did 30, 40 years ago. So it is very important for you, if you want to make a change in the culture, the best thing you can do is not hating on other people. Now, regardless of what other people do or whether their lifestyle, that's another story. You don't have to like what other people do, or like what other people do in their lifestyle, or like their morals. You don't have to agree with that. But what you have to do is you have to try not to abandon that person, and you need to show love to that person. Even if it's people you don't necessarily politically agree with. They might be on the other side of the aisle. They might be a Republican, they might be a Democrat, they might be a radical leftist, or whoever they may be. It is your job to show love with that person and just respectfully disagree with them. Now, as you know, I don't necessarily agree with every political philosophy that's out there, and I don't agree with everybody, but I don't hate on anybody. I think everybody out there has a right to their beliefs. They have a right to their political opinion, and they have a right to be respected. Now, as far as the protest concerned, I think that everyone has a right to protest, regardless of what side you're on. I mean, we do live in a free country. I do believe in the right to assemble. I think there are people out there that do have a right to be heard, and they do have a right to disagree. And at the same time, there's also other people out there to have to that you also have the right not to agree with them. But that doesn't mean that they don't have a right for the other side to be heard. So I think it is very important for all of us to get out there, do something very meaningful for your community. And if you want things to change in your community, if you want your families to change, if you want better relationships with people, the best thing you go out to do is you need to get involved with people. You need to get together for coffee. You need to talk. Oh, and most importantly, is you got to do things basically off the phone. You got to start talking to people in person. You got to start meeting people. You need to start doing things together and making the effort to get to know people. We have people in our world right now. We have people in our churches right now that are lonely and they don't have very many friends. It is your job to reach out to them. It is your job to talk to them, reach out to them, find out what's going on to them, say hello to them, ask them what's going on in their life. Don't focus on all the other people. You need to be focusing on all the new people and all the people out there that no one else wants to talk to. So that's just pretty much what I wanted to say this morning. And I do want to wish my friend James Carter out in Indiana as he continues to do his outreach, and needs to he needs to come to these areas such as Newcastle, Indiana. But as you know, there's so many areas around the country that need to know Christ, and we have a lot of people up here in the northwest suburbs of Chicago that need to know about Christ, and it's also important that we need to do a lot more than what's going on in the churches. Oh, I almost forget. I did want to give my condolences to Pope Francis, that just passed away. Regardless of what your feeling on isms, I do want to give my condolences to Pope Francis and the rest of the Catholic community and all the people out there. And I just that this country is in a time of mourning, and I just hope that he finds salvation wherever he may end up. So I just wanted to give my condolences to Pope Francis, who died today at the age of 88. But again, that's just what I want to say. But I will repeat this one time again. It says, regardless of where you stand with people, it isn't my job or your job to change people. It is your job to show the love of others. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to agree with their lifestyle or agree with them on everything they do. But loving them as a person, yes, I think that is something you should do, regardless of who they are, regardless of whether you agree with them politically or whether you don't. And that's just pretty much what I try to do. I try to stay away from politics. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't believe that there's anybody out there that is gonna fix our life, or is gonna fix our life, or any government out there that is gonna fix our problem. And there's only one person out there that is gonna fix the culture, and that's you and me. That's something that you can do, and that's something that I and we all can do together to change our country. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say today. So I just want to continue to pray for my friend James Carter, and as he continues to do his outreach. And if you are interested, if you want to do something meaningful for your community, I mean, I would encourage anyone out there is to go out there and reach out to the people who are in need, reach out to the people who are hungry, and reach out to the people that are homeless. And we have a lot of people that are in need in our city. I'm sure it's in a lot of other cities as well. And I think that is the best thing we can do and be not so dependent on what the government is going to do. I mean, the government alone can is and the government alone can't fix their problem. They're only just maybe a part of it, but the real solutions are going to be you and me and what we can do together. So so this is Mr. Steve A from A Voice in the Desert, and I will talk to you very soon on a future video. And happy Easter, everyone. Bye bye.